Hey, what's going on? It's just that Mustang. I just wanted to make a little video talking about the new Mustang GTD coming out, the Nurburgring time that Ford's shooting for, and what I believe it will get. First, I'd like to go over what is the Mustang GTD. The Mustang GTD is Ford's ultimate track Mustang, which they're trying to do sub 7 minutes on the Nurburgring and beat brands such as Porsche, BMW, Mercedes, which is connected to AMG, on the actual Nurburgring track. Like I said, they're shooting for sub 7 minutes. I believe that they're going to get sub 650. The reason I believe that is because if you take a look at the GTD, the advanced aero systems, such as the wing, they're adding extra downforce on the front, kind of like the Z06 here, which I do believe, if they tested it, would have gone sub 7 on the Nurburgring easily. But the difference between that and the GTD is with the wing primarily in the back and the 50-50 balanced weight ratio. The wing, which is active aero, will cause it to go up on the straightaways, causing less downforce. And the company that's doing the GTD is Multimatic, which has worked on many different vehicles before, such as the Ford GT and the fastest production car on the Nurburgring, the AMG 1. I'm not saying it's going to beat the AMG 1, but I do believe that it's going to do an incredible time. The Ford GT, I believe, would also have gone sub 7 on the Nurburgring. So if we take a look at the GTD and who's making the GTD and all the hype that Ford's been building up for this car, I think they're going to put down a pretty impressive time. Those are my thoughts. And, well, another reason is, or another thing I wanted to talk about is the engine that's going into this. I believe that the engine is going to be the exact same as this car right here, the GT500, but kind of a modified version of it, less weight, stuff like that. But if you take a look at the engine, I'll try to find a picture for you guys. They both look very similar to each other. They're both 5.2 liter V8s, American-made, cross-plane crank, and they both sound very similar, which this is a real bulletproof engine, at least from my experience, and it runs fast. The GT500 is a good track car, but not the first car that comes to mind for tracking a vehicle. So by taking the GT500 engine, or at least what I believe is the GT500 engine, put it in that, making it a 50-50 balance weight ratio, all the air on front, I think they're going to run a very impressive time. And while we're still waiting on Ford to come out with this Nurburgring time, I think that we should all just keep that in mind, that it's probably going to run a good time. If not, then that's what all the hype around this car was built up for, was just the Nurburgring time. So if they don't do good, that's not going to look good for Ford and the GTD in general. But we'll have to just wait and see what happens. Thank you for listening.